It's kind of so pretty.
Oh, it's very pretty. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to JEREC.
Dang it, I'm the only one that waved with my right hand this time.
I waved. Oh.
Brittany waves with her left hand every time.
Well, I had
Yeah, 'cause
I have
I
my
hold my
mic in my
phone.
right
Yeah,
hand.
yeah, I
so
guess
that's
so.
why.
I guess so.
Today's episode is
The first of the Disney series.
the
Yes.
first of the Disney series.
Yay, Disney!
The best romance Disney movie, maybe besides Hercules. But anyways,
The movie is Tangled. We're talking about Tangled.
Yes.
we are. Which is a great film. Very excited to talk about this one. So let's give a little bit synopsis.
I'm sure everyone already knows the story. It's a classic Disney movie, but the synopsis is that there is this girl. She has really, really, really long hair because when her mother was pregnant with her, she got sick and she had to drink this like magical flower that gave her powers. Well, that gave her like her hair has like powers to heal and
Yes.
It
Can you
glows
sing a
up.
song?
Okay, little bit other backstory along with that. Mother Gothel had found this magic flower and hid it from everybody so that she could have it because
so
it
she
made
can
her
selfishly
young.
use it for herself.
So it made her young, and so she was trying to be selfish and keep that for herself.
So when she finds out that the flower is stolen and there is a baby now, she kidnaps the baby because what else?
Yep, because that's her way of still having the flower. So
Yep. So now Rapunzel is a princess with the magical long hair, and she is now 18 years old and is stuck in the tower. She's never gone outside because she is told that the outside world is scary and terrifying and really bad.
cut to our boy Eugene
boy.
Fitzherbert, or
Hey,
Flynn
Flynn
Rider, as
Rider.
we know right now, Flynn Rider. He is attempting to steal the crown from the is
the
it
tiara.
the tiara? Is that's the princess tiara,
Yes.
Yeah.
right?
Because a crown is what a
yes,
queen and a
yes,
king
yes,
wear.
yes. He is trying to steal the tiara from the castle in the kingdom, and he does so with his two henchmen, or they're not really henchmen, but they're his two, what do we call them? Side pieces.
Sorry, I
Uh,
completely blanked and said
I
that.
know.
I would say
Sidekicks?
henchman.
Hello?
Side kicks, that's what I meant. I said side pieces.
Side
Anyways,
pieces.
with his two boys, and Flynn Rider runs away, and they're being chased, and the other two get captured, whereas Flynn makes it away and finds this finds this tower that he scales up and decides to hide the tiara in, all to be smacked up on the side of the head and get knocked out because Rapunzel, that's her tower.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're moving on. Hot takes. What you thought about overall, and what you said watching this movie. What you said after. Renee, do you want to start?
I do want to start with the hot. I think this is the best princess movie. Rapunzel is my favorite princess, so it might be a little bit biased. But to be fair, before Tangled, Ariel was my favorite princess, but then she got dethroned really quick when Rapunzel came to be.
I was so obsessed with this movie when it first came out. Still am.
Like, I still
need
remember
to-
like going to the theater and watching.
Yeah.
I watched
I
this
don't
movie
remember.
so many times.
When did this movie come out?
I think 2012.
Yeah, I think it's 2012.
2011.
Whoa, that
No, it
late?
was before.
Because it was.
I feel like it's
wasn't Frozen 2013,
yeah.
and it was before Frozen.
It might have been 2000.
Okay, I can't
2010?
really think of a hot take around this movie. The one thing that I would say is maybe that the movie does get a little overhyped because of the romance. Because the romance is so good, some aspects of the story are a little inconsistent. Like the powers of her hair are very inconsistent, and that kind of bothers me personally. Other than that, though, their romance is so top tier, and I love how it's like a rom-com musical in an animated movie. It's so cute. I love the little side characters they come across. Everything's just so this movie is just so cute and
Yeah.
so good.
This is one of my favorite movies. Like
Yes.
this one and 10 Things I Hate About You are my favorite movies.
Yeah, this was a great film. Hot take, I don't think the soundtrack could have been any better.
It's so
Uh,
good.
From the start of the movie, every little soundtrack's good. every little piece of orchestra, what they brought in. Like when Flynn is running away in the first scene, like the music in that is
The
great.
score, yeah.
The music that they wrote, like the actual genuine songs, are perfect. I'm pretty sure we'll talk about at least a few of those songs during Magic Moments because of how powerful they are. Also, hot take, the animation for this movie is one of the best.
Yes, it's so
I
good.
think it's a great animation. I think it looks good. It's very appealing.
It was also, wasn't it like the first?
It was the first fully 3D animated Disney movie. That's why I was going to say I disagree, because I think that this movie, since it was Disney's first trial of it, isn't as perfected as it is now. And
I think it still looks good.
I think it still looks fantastic.
I think
They
that it
shot
could-
from 0 to 60 fast out the gate. It was good.
But I think about how much more magical it would be if it looked like the movies do now.
I think it's magical,
because I think some of the
even
town and stuff like that looks a little bland.
That's fair. The colors are a little bit, yeah. But I think, ooh, dude, what if this movie looked like Coco? Like, not like exactly, but like the animation that the style Coco
Exactly.
had.
I think it would make it. I think it would
Exactly.
make it more beautiful or whatever. But I don't think it would make it more magical
Yeah.
or anything. Like I think the magic would stay the same.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I
Yeah,
think
'cause
it would make it more visually appealing for
yeah,
sure.
I don't think animation really goes into like how magical a movie is. If you like
For
the
me,
movie,
it
then you
does,
like
like,
it.
I think it does. Dude, could you imagine a crappy animated film and it's like, oh, dang. Like, I wish I would have
think if
liked
the
it.
story and the plot is good and you resonate with the characters, I think.
Because no, there are some movies where I'm like, okay, I didn't like the story that much, but wow, the animation was beautiful.
Yeah. And I'll say that for sure. I mean,
I'm trying to think of an example.
I would
right
not
now,
have
but I
liked Into the Spider-Verse as much as I did if the animation was bad.
Right.
If the animation was bad, I'd be like, it was
Into the
okay.
Spider-Verses, I love how you leave it and it's like, okay, because the animation is a way of telling the story.
It
and
is.
a
Yeah.
way of
It
conveying
really
the
is.
world. That's why I think it adds to it being
Yeah.
magical.
So I think it would add at least a little bit of factor. I don't think it would make this movie go from a 9 to a 10.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it'd still be tight.
I think it's just a little nitpick of mine.
Yes.
If I were to say a hot take, that would
Yeah.
be my
Yeah.
hot take, is that, like, because before that was Princess and the Frog, and I love that movie's animation so much. It's so pretty. I just
Yes.
really like 2D animation a lot.
Well, the drawing style of the animators is great for Disney. Disney's done one of the best drawing animations for years and years.
Yeah.
So, any more hot takes?
The only one I can think of is that I've seen this movie so many times. It's my fault that sometimes I'll come to a scene and I'll be like, okay, like I may need to skip this scene because
You've seen it so
I've
many
seen
times.
it so many times. Like I need to start watching this movie only once a year because watching it so many times makes me
You
like,
watch it more than once a year?
girl, I used to watch it like over quarantine. That movie was a once a week
What?
ritual
That's
for
crazy.
me. Yup.
That's
See,
crazy.
I don't like. Yes, that has happened to me with some movies, but like my top movies, I've never gotten sick of them. I
Mhm.
can watch this movie once a week. Sick of it.
Yeah.
I just love it so much.
Hot take. This movie's better than Frozen.
Yes, I agree with that.
I agree.
And
Frozen's
I
overrated.
say that. Well, I say
Yeah.
that because
I think it's
Tangled walked so that Frozen could run, and the reason
Yes.
people love Frozen so much is because they took what Tangled did well, and put it into Frozen.
They use the same like
and built upon it.
comedy.
Yeah. So like Olaf as a comedic relief character is similar to
Max.
Max and
Pascal.
Pascal. So they took some of those
And
factors.
Kristoff and Anna's relationship is very similar to the dynamic
It
that
is very
Flynn
similar
and
dynamic
Rapunzel
wise.
have.
Yeah.
Other than Kristoff is less suave, you could say,
Yeah.
because yeah.
Because Flynn Rider is the perfect man.
Yes.
Which-
we're gonna get into that.
Yeah. Is that y'all's magic moment? I think we can move on to
Okay.
it. Let's go.
We are gonna talk about magic moments. This is the feels, the emotions, our favorite scenes. Can I start?
Of course.
We
I'm
know what
actually
you're going
going to start talking about Flynn Rider, but EJ asked me to tell you guys that her magic moment is Flynn Rider. And for the first time
Valid.
ever, I'm going to agree with that. Flynn Rider is a magic moment.
He's
Yeah.
not. Didn't she say the Grinch was kind of fun?
I don't. She's,
Yeah,
she's whack.
if-
Her
Yeah, if you've watched the other JEREC episodes with EJ, you would know that EJ has a thing for liking characters who are
That
not
are
exactly.
Yeah.
apparently
but Flynn Rider
animals.
is objectively attractive.
Yes.
And
He
so
is
the reason
so bad.
the reason for that is because they took a board of women. So originally they like drew his character and made it up to where he was like not the best and he wasn't what they wanted. And so they put a bunch of women in a room and said, "Hey, what makes a dude attractive? Like
Can I
what
just
makes
say
him
thank you for your service to
yeah,
those
they were
women.
like,
'Cause,
what
oh
makes
my
him
gosh.
attractive?" And so they would throw in a bunch of things, and then they created the character Flynn
Thus,
Rider.
the perfect man
that
is
we
birthed.
know.
No, yes. No,
Nowadays.
because Disney had no business making him so fine. Like,
There has never been a more attractive prince since Flynn Rider, and I don't think he will
Yes.
ever be beat.
He's not a prince.
I love
Well, now
Flynn
he is
Rider.
'cause he's married to
the
Rapunzel.
princess, yeah.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't.
He was a
originally.
thief before, but
Yeah.
now talking in like present tense,
Yeah, I know.
he's a
He is a
prince.
prince.
I guess.
Oh my gosh, I love Flynn Rider. Like, I've never really had a crush on like an animated character except for Bro's just too fine.
I've had a crush on Flynn Rider out of the princes. Flynn Rider, Prince Naveen, and
Oh, dude, yeah, Prince Naveen's nice.
Mulan's boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
The leader guy. His
the
song,
chief, bro.
his song, "I'll Make a Man Out of You."
So good. Disney
gets
just has
me.
such good music.
Disney's
gets
Prince.
me.
I will say Disney as a dude, even like Disney princess movies are good. Like,
And
they're
they've
very
evolved
good.
so much because
Yeah.
Prince characters used to be literally non-existent. When you think about in Snow White and the Seven
He didn't
Dwarfs,
talk.
how he did not talk at all,
He
and they
had a song,
realized
and
that
that's
like
it.
if you wanted to care and like be invested in this
Yes.
romance, we need to actually build a
Yeah,
character.
and they slowly
Yeah.
built that, and
They
they've done
perfected
great.
it. They perfected it. Truly.
Yeah,
I would
Tangled is
say-
just the best love story.
Yeah, my magic moment is literally just like the romance in this movie, period. Because
Overall?
honestly, I think it's like the best romance of any movie ever, honestly.
Like straight up.
Okay, not ever.
I was about to
because
say, I'm like you throwing it like we got La La Land, and then we got above that we got.
well, because
Flynn
my
Rider.
favorite movie of all time is Before Sunrise, so I think that's the best romance ever. But maybe animated wise, for sure, it's got to
Oh
be
yeah,
Tangled.
it's the best animated.
And then
story. I will agree.
I would also say I love, of course, when they go into the town and they're like, you're realizing that they like, oh my gosh, they really like each other right now. Like they're kind of falling in love and they're dancing. The score is good. They braid her hair. They steal cupcakes together. Like they,
Yeah.
it's so cute. And then it all leads up to. And at last, is that what the song's called? And at last I see the light,
No, it's
or
I
is it
See
just
the
called
Light.
I See the Light?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
Which-
the light. Which that
I will also
scene-
agree. That scene is so magical, and I feel
Yeah.
like it makes at least the girls that grew up with this movie. I feel like we all want to go to a Lantern Festival because of that
Yeah.
scene.
I would belt this song in the car so hard when I was younger that my mom would cry, and I don't know if it was because she wanted me to stop or if it was because
It was so funny.
it was so funny. Yeah,
That's-
because it was not because it was good. I can confirm that.
Yeah, the thing is,
It could have been her crying because her daughter's like singing, you know.
That's what she claims, but I don't believe her. I don't
Guys,
believe her.
I don't know.
I actually did not know this song as I See the Light until I moved here. Because if y'all didn't know, I speak Spanish, and Spanish is
you
my
watched
first.
this movie.
Yeah, Spanish is my first language. But yes, it's different. Like, it's the same story, obviously, but yes, he speaks Spanish instead of English. Yes, his voice is different because it's voiced by a different actor. Same with her. And the song is in Spanish. So I actually grew up with these songs in Spanish. And
What
I
was
will
the
say,
song called?
I like the English version a lot better.
What's the Spanish version called? And what's it called in Spanish?
Did it make Flynn Rider more attractive or less?
Bro, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm being honest because like tone of voice and dialect.
I think his
matters.
voice is deeper in
Is
English.
better?
I
So
think
it's better
so.
in English.
Yeah, I
Guys,
like the movie
while we're
more in
doing this
English.
magic moment, Flynn Rider's smolder.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
That's
so
a magic
good.
moment for me because it's funny. Like I was watching it, I laughed.
You know,
the
when you-
little like.
can you do the impression of
saxophone
it?
thing- No, I'm not going to.
Please do it.
No, I've done it before. I'm not going to. But
Have you know what I want to do so bad? I want to go to Disney World, find Flynn Rider, and just be like, please do it. Please,
Girl,
please,
I-
Just
please
do it.
Guys, honestly, I've
do
been
the
to
thing.
I've been to Disney, and every time I see Flynn Rider, I run in the opposite direction because I'm so scared of meeting him. I'd be like, "Hi, you're really attractive, and please do the smolder."
That's
Guys,
so
I would
weird.
embarrass
I
myself.
found the song.
What's it called?
Veo en ti la luz.
And it's so pretty.
Oh, it's very pretty. That's good.
I love this movie more in English than I do in Spanish, but I did grow up with it in Spanish for the first couple years.
For sure.
What's your magic moment, Jack?
My magic moment is the tavern scene. I loved. I've Got a Dream is a great song. It's funny. The comedic factor of him being like surrounded by piles of money and all of them look at him like, you suck. Like, you're the worst. When Flynn
wasn't
does
it
his,
that
like,
he wants to be alone and then he like
No, it
and
goes
it's
surrounded by
enormous piles of money, and then
it was like, woo.
yeah, no. After he says surrounded by enormous piles of money, all
people
them
get
are like,
really mad at him.
boo, because you're by yourself and lonely.
Because
And
all
then,
of their
like-
dreams are to become like a piano.
Oh, yeah,
And it's
play
like
the
nice,
piano.
and then his is like, I'm going to be rich and by myself, and
And
everybody's
then,
like,
Rapun-
boo.
and then Rapunzel
Rapunzel-
changes
Yes.
him.
Yeah. The Ugly Duckling is the perfect name for this tavern in the story. I love all of the characters in the story, like Hook Hand and
It's
the
how
dude
the
with the big
characters
nose who
don't
just
look
wants love.
like what you would expect their dreams
Yes,
to be.
which is just great. And another thing is the scene right after that. That running away scene is also a magic moment because it's great. That's when we first see the frying pan, which was like.
The frying pan?
Well, like that's when
That's
it's
at the
like
very
really
beginning.
used. Like that's
Yeah.
like a.
That's when it becomes like a
That's when
weapon.
it's a weapon.
That's when Flynn uses it as a weapon, which
Yeah.
is like great and funny factor, and that scene was phenomenal. Both back to back, like that 30 minutes had me captivated like so much.
Yeah.
I was right in it.
I'm gonna say, kind of after that scene, when they're like talking, and he tells them about like her hair, and he tells her that it's a thief, and his name is actually Eugene.
Fitzherbert.
I think that is also my magic moment, but also Mother Gothel and her song. Mother
She's
Knows
such-
Best.
She's such a good villain because
She
she's
is.
so
She is.
personal, and she's such a personal attack to the
Dude,
main
she's-
character. She's scary.
As a kid, I was like, I was scared.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine being kidnapped your whole life and then
not
finding
knowing
out that
and
Well,
like
she's
this
like,
lady?
when you're personal with her, like she's really nice, and as soon as you're outside of that, like she's like, I will
'cause
murder you and your entire
she's
family.
fake nice.
I know, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
That's why she's so
She's only
scary.
using her for the hair.
She's sort of fake nice, but at the same time, like she sort of at the beginning, we see her like genuinely nice to Rapunzel because that's
because
essentially
she's
her.
not.
She grew up.
She's
with
not
Mother
nice
Gothel.
to Rapunzel though because of she's
Well-
treating the power like that because she doesn't want the power to
Yeah.
leave.
I
But
guess so.
as soon as like Rapunzel expresses any interest in something, she's like, "Oh yeah, shut up."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's true.
But her song, Mother Knows Best, oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
honestly, when I was little and like when she in Complete Darkness, like that scene, that song scared me.
Also, if you
a little
notice,
bit, but
every
it's so
time that she
good.
says "I love you," she's always touching her hair. Like she'll like be touching her
Yeah,
hair.
because the only
Yeah, that
reason
is
why
true.
she's with the Rapunzel is hair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy lady. Any other magic moments, guys?
Not that I can think of. Not that I can.
This-
think
We're
of.
definitely
this
missing
whole
it. This whole
movie-
movie's magic
This
moment.
whole movie is just
I-
so magical, but I feel like the main magic moments we touched on, especially the
Yes.
I see the light.
Oh,
'cause
magic
that is
moment.
the main one.
The prison scene when they're escaping.
Oh,
That's
yes.
a great scene. It's very funny where they're all using each other to help out. Oh, I forgot about the one. The big butcher dude who wants to be a cook, who wears the knight's helmet thing.
Oh yeah.
He's great. That's a top tier character. And so like I just remembered because the prison scene, he's like a decent part of that.
And that's when Max and
Oh, yeah,
Flynn
magic
Max
moment.
finally get
become
along.
friends, yes.
Magic
So
moment,
cute.
honestly, just Max and Pascal in general. I know we already talked about it, but they are such good characters in
Yes.
this movie.
I love
They're
them.
great characters.
They're so cute.
Especially because like every princess, you know, it has like the animal sidekick, but Pascal is just top tier, top tier. Like his little grunts and he just shows so much emotion. Same with Max. They just like did a really good job with those characters.
I like it says a lot that they can't speak, but they're still so memorable.
Yes.
How they animated them just like shows a lot of emotion.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Getting the first kiss.
Girl, that's covered in
No,
At Last I See the
no,
Light.
that's not their first kiss.
When's their first kiss?
They didn't kiss, do you remember? Because the boat.
Oh, they were going to.
yeah,
they
were
didn't.
going
The
to.
first kiss is
at the end
At
of
the
the
yes,
end,
at the end
yeah.
of the movie after he cuts after he comes back to
Don't like
life.
hearts come up on the screen?
No.
No, they don't. That's
no, but
That was
it's
tripping.
after the tear saved him.
that's how perfect it
Yeah.
was.
The first
and then
kiss is the
she's
magic
got her
moment.
short hair.
Yes.
And, yeah, and they're up in the
Just
tower.
the animation.
Also, when he's
oh.
like, did I ever tell you I did brunettes?
Oh yeah, that.
I love that part.
Flynn Rider's just.
Like, let me dye my hair brunette real quick.
I am brunette.
Yeah.
Now we are moving on to the best segment. These are moments where you audibly were like, and we're a little confused at. So starting us off, I guess
I have a different
is
Yes.
Jackson Hudson.
It's different.
Are you sure? Are you
yes,
sure
I
it's
promise.
different?
Yes. I will not steal it like I did last episode. My moment is about sort of the movie as a whole brought into the Disney parks. So at Walt Disney World, all this movie gets is bathrooms.
Best
In the
bathrooms
park,
in the whole
That's
park.
yeah,
But yes.
but it's like they don't get a ride. They don't get a land.
They need
They
a
get
ride.
a bathroom.
Does Frozen
And
have? Oh,
that's
Frozen
it.
does have a
Yeah,
ride.
Frozen's got a ride. Almost every other one has a ride or something in the park.
My ha moment is I know that he was trying to be like, please don't skip me with your hair.
I know it.
But why did he have to cut it so short if it doesn't grow back? That's just my ha moment. Like, out of
Okay, because he
why-
was dying and he wasn't thinking.
Yes.
His thought was, I need to save the love of my life, so I'm going to cut this hair as much as possible so this evil lady can't use it against her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
yeah, but
Honestly,
Honestly-
unpopular opinion, I like the hair.
no,
I
yeah,
like the
no,
short
Rapunzel
hair.
slayed the hair. But I'm just saying,
She eats with the bob.
He could have given her a little bit more length. Okay. Another hot moment is how the parents, when they like see their daughter for the first time in 18 years,
Oh, no dialogue.
it's a little anticlimactic.
They
Well,
don't
I
say
would say that
anything.
in general, I don't like how they literally pretty much have no dialogue. Little to maybe no dialogue, honestly.
The
Like,
fact that like we don't remember if they have dialogue or not says something about their
right?
characters.
Because
Yeah.
it's so just like
I
they
wanna-
could have all of these characters being so well thought out and having such intense emotional backstories, you'd think that the parents would too. So we were like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
we also want them to get their child back. But no, they're non-existent characters. Like, what are their names?
Yes.
Rapunzel's
Yeah.
mom and Rapunzel's
Yes.
dad. That
and
is
so
it.
Mhm.
I wish that we would have had a little bit more on that storyline because like the fact of like they lost their kid.
Yeah, and they throw
that's a
a
big-
lantern thing
that's a big-
every single
yeah.
year.
Like we don't get to see their reaction after that. We see it for 2 seconds and then it's
It's just a hug, and then that's
done.
it.
And so it's like I wish we could have done a little bit more.
It could have been a much more emotional and impactful scene, I would
Yeah.
say, yes.
Mm-hmm.
My moment is I have two. One is when they're holding their breath to
Yeah.
escape the enclosed cave.
Because that's
Way
a
too
long
long.
scene.
Yeah, to
They
your
hold their breath for so long, and it also it displays an inconsistency in Rapunzel's powers because usually her hair only glows as she is singing.
Which right here
She sings before, but I thought when she would stop singing, it would stop glowing. But no, it conveniently glows the whole 10 minutes. It's not 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
it's a long time
Yeah,
that they
it
hold
is
their
a long
breath.
time.
It's
It's
like,
30
especially since they
seconds.
were like stressing before, like they didn't take a big breath. They were like, "What'd you do?" You know, they were
Yeah.
down. Then they were
Yeah.
down. She realized in the last second that she has magic hair when she's like, I have magic hair that glows when I sing. And then also the fact that they are like tearing apart rocks, that's like physically draining, which will make your breath go out more.
Yeah.
You know, like how are they?
Yeah.
I would have been dead.
No, same. Same. I would not survive that.
And then another moment would be when the Girl Scouts
Yes,
are
I was gonna say
braiding
this
her
too.
hair. I feel like, although it's a very thick braid, at the length of that Rapunzel has her hair, the braid should not have been that short. It had
Yeah.
to have been longer. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Because just think about how much hair he has.
And also, it would have taken literally the whole day to braid her hair. I don't know how they literally did it in a hot minute.
But I
Yeah.
do love the braid.
It is very cute.
I love
But
the
it always
braid.
bothered me that it wasn't longer.
I love the braid
It is
so
a very
much.
thick braid though.
That's what I
It is a very
I said,
thick
although
braid.
it's a very thick braid, even at that, it should be longer because of the length of Miss Girl's hair.
Yeah, but I love the braid so much that I bought the wig when I was little, and I refused to wear anything else on the Disney cruise except that wig. So I was blonde for a week.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Valid. Did you wash the wig?
No, we were on a Disney cruise, so I wasn't gonna wash the wig. Plus, I'm pretty sure that would ruin the wig if you wash it.
True.
But yeah, I forced my dad to buy me the dress and the wig, and that's the only thing I wore the whole time.
I
So
mean,
it's kind of embarrassing now because the only pictures from that trip is me dressed as Rapunzel.
that's so.
Hi, guys. This is our section called This or That, in which we rank every movie we have watched on this podcast.
And
Yes.
This
gonna
is our
be-
list thus far. Jack, take it away.
JEREC Top 10, Breakfast Club, Return of the Jedi, 10 Things I Hate About You, Sound of Music, Empire Strikes Back, Die Hard, Elf, Home Alone, Oppenheimer, and Five Nights at Freddy's. That's top 10 so far. We're going to go one at a time because we're not going to say anything else. Emma, do you want to start?
Sure. I can't see the list, so I'm going to turn it around because I am dumb and I need it to visually see it. I would put it at 11 or 10.
Okay. Rennie, where do you put it? Hold on, we got to get back to here. Rennie, where do you put
I
it?
think it has to be top 10 at least, but I would like it to be in the top 5. And
What?
I'm gonna say above Sound of Music, so I want to say new number 4.
Not a wreck this top 10. I also say new number 4. I think Sound of Music's reign has been great.
Yes.
And it's still in the top 5. But I just believe that this movie is fantastic. There's
It's not better than Oppenheimer, though.
Oppenheimer's
yes,
low
it
for your
is.
brain, but like I enjoy this movie a whole lot, and
You enjoyed this movie more than Oppenheimer.
I could watch Tangled 1,000 times. Tangled's great. This is a great one.
Because it is a democracy here on the JEREC podcast, I have to suck it up and agree that
New number 4.
not agree, but make do with it being at
Yes.
4.
So, guys, new JEREC top 10. Breakfast Club, Return of the Jedi, Take the Thing I Hate About You, Tangled, Sound of Music, Empire Strikes Back, Die Hard, Elf, Home Alone, and Oppenheimer. Sorry, EJ, Five Nights at Freddy's is out of the top 10 now. But it's okay.
Can I just say, me and Jack have been on an agreeing streak recently.
It's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
It
needs to
is kind of
stop.
weird. So it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, no. Won't happen next episode with cars.
Yeah, probably
Because-
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
make sure
guys,
I'm
our
Speaking
of
next
which,
episode is Cars.
The original, the number 1.
Yes, the very first Cars. We're not talking about
Unfortunately.
all 3. We're just talking about the first one with Lightning McQueen.
Ka-chow.
Number 95, baby. So we're very excited about this.
So stay tuned, guys. Thank
Yes.
you so much for watching. We love you guys so much. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and subscribe and leave a comment expressing your own opinions on this movie.
Yes.
'Cause-
Let us know where you would rank the movie. 'Cause we're curious to know.
Yeah,
what
we'd
your
love to
ranking
know,
would be.
and we will respond to your comments.
We'll catch y'all guys next week.
Bye.